Welcome to Fortune Cookies Tarot. I'm Annabelle. I'm a tarot practitioner and psychic for over 35 years. This is Two for Tuesday, and we are going to be talking about the dueling birthday messages for Brooklyn Beckham. Be right back. So we're going to talk a little bit about celebrity royalty in this Two for Tuesday. If you were under a rock, Brooklyn Beckham had a birthday and his parents posted lovely messages. They had throwback pictures of him when he was little, really cute picture of Victoria Beckham smiling broadly. We all know she does not like to smile, but it was met with some level of disdain from Brooklyn Beckham. And I don't know if he actually made the press release on this, that he does not want them. It was inappropriate and ridiculous and performative was actually the word that he used. Then we got a presentation from Nicola where she was wishing happy birthday baby to her husband, and too posted it on social media. So Brooklyn allegedly ignored the post, but there was this pronouncement that they were performative. Tensions are still surrounding his marriage to Nicola Peltz. And also, they have said that they are perhaps considering adopting a baby. I think they're a little bit young for that. So we are going to take a look at some questions that I have formulated for this little drama. So let's look at the birthday post first, and then we're going to look in part two for Nicola's role, because I think we all know it seems like Brooklyn was doing okay with his family until he got this girlfriend who also tried to get the Hadid boy, Gigi and Bella's brother, away from his family as well. So it seems to be a pattern here. We're always looking at patterns in psychic stuff and our personal lives. So that being said, if you need some psychic tune-up in your life, want your own magical reading, there's links down below. Get instant readings from me on Hipsy when I have on hours. And you can also book recorded readings and scheduled readings through that. And you can also book through my Calendly link. Members of this channel, you have your own private link with a discount. It is in the, it's pinned to the top of most of my videos, and it also is in a monthly post there. So members also, you can get a free reading with me if you attend the beginning of the month session. This month, we had Wife of a Grumpy Marine who won, and I do not pick these myself. I use a generator, a StreamYard generator in there. So didn't show any favoritism, but Wifey is one of my favorites. So congratulations to you, dear. So let's take a look. I'm going to bring up that card view. If you haven't hit the like button, go ahead. If you're not subscribed, why not? This is a really fun channel with a really great community. So I have a lot of fun people on here. I'm merging with a couple other like-minded communities, and we are bringing people together from all around the world. It's a very, very cool thing that we're doing. So let's look at the trigger, the birthday post. So why did David and Victoria publicly post birthday wishes to Brooklyn after he had said he doesn't want to reconcile? Were these messages genuine outreach, or is it reputation management? Because there's been a lot of criticism of his parents from Brooklyn. So what was the purpose of these birthday posts? Knight of Cups, they're extending a hand. They're extending a hand. And if their son is too much of a dope to see it, it's unfortunate. They are brokenhearted. And I get this because we have an empty nest this week. We've got our daughter is at college and Angus is traveling right now. And it felt weird here last night. It definitely felt weird the first night without any kids in the house. And it definitely felt weird. I don't know if I like the empty nest sensation. I don't know if I like it, but I've got lots of clients. I'm recording this on Sunday. I have lots of clients today. And we have a neighbor who's going to come down for a reading. So under the surface, 10 of Swords, they don't think that they're done with Brooklyn, even though he has really estranged himself. They don't think all is lost. They are going to continue throwing out lifelines to him, even if he maintains a separate road from them, a separate life. I do really think that there's some regret over some of the things that they have said and done. In the scope of parenting, I don't think that there was any kind of inappropriateness here or harshness in raising him, but I do think that this is quite the surprise, having their son kind of turned into such a different direction. I think it is quite a surprise for them. So they're going to keep doing this. They're going to keep posting things. They're going to post pictures with him in there. What is the intent on this? So let's look at Yellow Brick Road. This is one of my custom readings. So the path for David and Victoria, 6 of Swords. They feel very, very unsuccessful right now. The pressure is, they're both in denial that it's over. I don't think that it's over. I think the door is still open there. I think their son is being really, really stubborn about this. That's an editorial. The Hidden Hand, 6 of Coins. They know that he's being swayed with affluence from the father-in-law. They know he's being swayed. So that's, unfortunately, I do think that they're under the impression that if they just threw him a few million, the phone waves and the pathways would open up. And I don't think that they want to buy their son back. Public face, 4 of Cups. They're gonna keep on loving him. They're gonna keep on doing it. So private goal. The private goal, they do want to show that the individual that he married, Nicola, and we'll get to her in the next reading, that she has her own interests and that they don't think that she loves Beckham or Brooklyn. They think that this was a rushed affair. What is our likely pivot? Is the Lovers. And I think when I read the Lovers, it's often not lovers as they may be. It's more business contracts. And I think that if they open up discussions about business again with him, I know that he alluded to some contracts being presented in the late hours before he got married regarding his identity and the use of that name. I think if they reopen those negotiations, he will be warmer to talk to them. So that is his Yellow Brick Road. So how did Brooklyn truly feel when he saw his mother's post? And his father's post. Mother, he has his heels dug in. He, I think, feels more vitriol toward her. Father, Page of Coins. Oh, that's nice. Like, dad's still on my side. I think that David may be the more indulgent parent. He may be the fun parent, there's always a fun parent and there's always one that's kind of ruling the roost. And I think David may be the fun parent here. I think that Victoria is a little bit of the heavy. I think she's the one that kind of keeps everybody in line. Disciplinarian. So I think David is going to be the key to reconnecting with their son. So, did David and Victoria expect Brooklyn to respond to those posts? David, Victoria. David did not think that he would. Victoria was very hopeful. And I think that her post was very sweet. It was very sweet with cute little goober. You know, we all have those cute little pictures of our goobers. I just feel so bad for them. So is the Beckham family feud, is it escalating, stabilizing, stagnant, or quietly resolving behind the scenes? What do we got? Under the surface, that's all we're going to do. Knight of Coins. We are at an impasse at the moment, but under the surface, this is that hopefulness that we're seeing out of David and Victoria. Victoria more so. Nobody wants to see their son disappear into the ether. No one wants to do that. A daughter is a daughter for life. A son is a son until he takes a wife. And I think that Romeo, they've got Romeo and his girlfriend showing up on red carpets and family photos now. And I think that they're trying to prove that there is an open door there. Who would not want to be part of the Beckham family? Me, I'm in. They're good friends with Gordon Ramsay. I want to have dinner, Gregopedia and I, with Gordon Ramsay and his wife and David Beckham and Victoria Beckham. I want to have dinner with them. I think it would be the most fun night ever. I want to play Parcheesi or Clue or something really fun with them. I think it would be an amazing night. So, you know, if you can get into the Beckham family. It seems really foolish to be kind of throwing that up. But then again, Nicola is an American, and I've long said that American and British culture, while we share a common language, they are very different in terms of culture. So I think we are going to leave that there for now, but don't worry. In a little while, you're going to get a second video, and we are going to look at Nicola Peltz's role, which I think is really, really important. So I will see you guys in just a little bit. Let me know what you think down below, and let me know if you think that there's any resolution for the Beckham family at this point. See you in a bit.